Introduce yourself in the chat. I am Deborah Deras. Would love to meet you and know your business. Oh, wow, 52 registered. That's great. Wonderful. I'm going to use all my power of the universe. The rain woke me up at 2 in the morning and I could not go back to sleep. So I'm struggling, but I have 2 cups of coffee. So I may be a little less energetic, but that's okay because I'm usually a little too energetic. And it'll probably be just a nice balance. So when I teach you, I'm going to teach you slow and steady, which is good. I think you'll like that. It's a blessing for you, and a struggle for me. Okay, so if you can let me know your business in the chat, I'm actually going to use your businesses, not all of them, but I'm going to pick a few for the examples when we're doing our video editing. And this is going to be a very, oh, you too, Marilyn? Why am I that light of a sleeper? It was really heavy rain, heavy. It woke me up. I couldn't go back to sleep. Okay. So this is going to be a very interactive, hands-on approach to video editing. So if I was your swim teacher, I wouldn't do a PowerPoint of a pool and say, "Oh, this is a person swimming in the pool. It's another person." No, you and we're going to edit some videos. We're going to record videos. We're going to edit videos. We're going to post videos so that when you leave here, you are going to be empowered with the video tools. If you choose to use them, you might decide, hey, I'm just going to use Canva, or hey, I'm going to delegate to Elevate. I'm going to have my assistant doing it. But still, it's good for you to know how long things take. So when your assistant tries to charge you 10 hours, you're like, wait a minute, that's a 20-minute project. Give me my money back. Okay. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who we have here. Teresa's here, size beautiful. Oh, that's good. Uh, is that the plus size for the festivals again? Mike is from the Bay Area. Oh, welcome. Mike, I love the Bay Area. Construction utilities. Awesome. Oh, Marilyn's going to do product review videos. Chella is an accountability coach. That is amazing. That's what everybody needs. I need you. Everybody needs an accountability coach to reach your financial goals. I'm going to need your website. Okay. Illumi Sci LLC. What is that, Bijan? Okay. So we're going to get started. I am Deborah Deras. I am known around the PCC SBDC as the social media goddess, but I've upgraded myself to AI educator. Why did I upgrade myself? Because I am now in school. I'm getting my doctorate in organizational leadership with an emphasis on the impact of AI in the workplace. So I'm writing my literature review this weekend. It's exciting. I'm also teaching AI at Santa Barbara City College. I'm in the process of, if you see I'm tired, I'm developing the AI program for the college. So I'm doing curriculum design, which is to be approved by the chancellors. It's a whole process. Anyway, enough about me. The most important thing that you need to know about me is that I'm a small business owner like you. And like you, I don't have time for complicated video editing. I need editing that's fast, that's furious, and that's going to make me money. So, how we're going to facilitate this workshop, if you're new, just type new in the chat so I know that you're new and I can welcome you. What I'm going to do is I am going to present, probably not even side by side because there's so much showing, not telling that I need to do. You're going to get a recording of the presentation. You're going to get the slide deck. And in addition, because I care about you, the other night I was making you a cheat sheet because I was like, if I were you and I heard Deborah talk for 2 hours, I'd be like, what did she say? And then I would forget and then I would need a cheat sheet. So I made you a cheat sheet. So you're going to get all of that delivered to your email. Okay. If you registered for this program, you're going to get an email from the fantastic crew over at SBDC Pasadena, and boom, you're going to have it all. Okay. So you don't have to necessarily take copious notes, but you can. I am going to take questions periodically. So probably I'm going to use my intuition. So I can't even tell you when I'm going to take questions, but usually every 10 minutes I'll take questions. But hold your questions till I stop sharing. So if I'm on the slide deck or I'm on VEED, I can't see your questions. If I'm here, I can see your questions. So if you don't see me on the screen, don't put it in the chat because I don't want it to get lost, right? Because we have 22 amazing people and I don't want to lose your question. If there's a lot of people that come on, we may switch over to the Q&A just to make sure that I don't miss your question, okay? Welcome, Claudia. Let's see who our new people are. Oh, thank you for loving the hat. It's called Bad Hair Day from the rain. But I do love the hat too. I'm a hataholic. Okay, Vino. Do you like the slides with the Vino? Yeah, that's Vino. It's not really Vino, it's AI Vino. So yeah, but don't you love it? Um, the workshop was closed, so I got an email from someone else. May I give you my email? Yes, give it to Annie, who's here, and she'll make sure you get. Oh, so it was closed? Wow. I'm glad you got in, Teresa. I like the way you roll. You make it happen. Okay, so let's talk about why did I choose VEED? So the point of today is to unlock the power of VEED, which is an AI software to do video editing. I am not attached to VEED. I'm not making money from VEED. You can decide, you know what? I don't like VEED. I want to use Canva. Or I don't like VEED. I'm going to use CapCut. I'm not attached to what video editor you use. In fact, I'm hoping you're going to delegate this to an assistant. What I am attached to is that you do some form of short form video, which is what VEED is going to help you with. The only reason I chose VEED is because it's fast and easy. Okay. Why did I pick VEED? Because it's fast and easy. And like you, as a busy small business owner, I'm wearing a lot of hats, right? I'm doing the social media. Well, now I'm not. I finally delegated that. But I'm doing this, that, this, that, this, that. Digital marketing. Now I have to edit. Oh, wow. If I'm going to edit, it's got to be quick. Because sometimes, let's face it, it's just easier to do it ourselves, right? And if it is easier to do it ourselves, we need it to be quick. But so I'm going to show you how to get started with VEED, all the different types of videos you can make with VEED, some cool features of VEED. I've only been using VEED about a year and I love it. In the last year that I've used VEED, some of my new clients that I got from social media were Netflix, were Google, my newest client is Adidas, and Adidas is my favorite brand. If you know me, Annie knows me. I come into the staff meeting with an Adidas backpack, Adidas shoes. I'm so glad. They're going to dress me. I'm so excited. I'm emceeing a conference and doing a workshop. But it's all because they saw a video on my social media. Did I pay for ads? No. Organic. Because once you know how to cut, trim, transition, caption, all this stuff. And by the way, a lot of these things that are on this list, like teleprompter, easy. Eye tracking, press of a button takes about 1.1 seconds. Branding and effects, once you do it once, it takes about 2 seconds. Exporting takes, depending on the quality of the video, maybe a minute. So everything that you're going to learn is fast, fast and easy, fast and easy. So that's why I chose it for you. Okay. So this is what we're going to cover today. So this is my dog Davino. Thank God he's sleeping. I've taught him after 2 days that rain is wet, and that's why we didn't walk. The other day during the webinar, he protested and had to come on my lap. So I'm like, well, if Davino's going to be on my lap, then I'm going to put him in the slideshow. It's my baby. Okay. So I already told you why VEED and why video. But let me just talk a little bit more about digital marketing. Some of you already know me. You're not new like Claudia. Welcome, Claudia. You've heard me talk about content calendars. You've heard me talk about digital marketing strategy. The reason why digital marketing strategists love video is because it stops the scroll. So when social media first came out, people were reading left to right, left to right. And it was like this. Now people are not doing that. They're vertically consuming content. What do I mean vertically consuming content? They're scrolling with their finger. So your content, your wonderful product or service that you offer that's so helpful to help women with accountability, to help people, with whatever your product or service is, they need it, right? But if they are not reading and they're scrolling, how are you going to stop the scroll? Video, because it's going to catch the eye. Okay. And what kind of video is the best video? Who knows? Tell me in the chat. Just want to see who knows. Short or long? Exactly. Good, good, good. Okay. Sorry. Sorry is the winner. Okay, very good. Short, right? And just think about you, okay? When you're thinking about marketing, it's not rocket science. I had to like shift my focus that marketing was this complicated thing. Marketing is you're solving a pain and problem that your ideal customer has. You're being of service. You're not selling, you're serving. They have a problem, you have an answer. Your product, your service. But you have to make it a need, not a want. But you could create content on Canva or wherever else till you're blue in the face. If you're not stopping the scroll, they're not going to know what your product is or how it can help them. So VEED is helping you help them. It's a win-win-win. Okay? All right. So, okay. So what we're going to do, maybe I should show you what we're going to do first and then do it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate the interface of VEED. I'm going to take you to VEED. I'm going to show you how to create a new project, how to import if you have your own video, your own audio, your own images. I'm going to show you all of this. Then I am going to show you how to edit, cut, trim, transition, split. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to add captions. What are captions? They're subtitles. You ever watch Grant Cardone or who is the other guy? Gary Vee. Those are the like social media guru men of digital marketing. And if you ever, they've been doing this for 2, 3 years maybe. They have always put captions on their videos. And now it's really easy because even on Instagram, there's a button that says caption. But the reason for that is 85% of people watch it on mute because they're at work. Some of you don't want to be on camera because your ums and ahs, it can take it away if you want to use it. Background noise, it can take it away. Some of you don't know where to look with the camera. Don't worry, it will redirect your eyes. You don't know what to say. Don't worry, there's a teleprompter and you can just read from it. And you could use an AI. It's giving me alarms to come to here. I'm already here. But I would not use the AI voices because they just still sound robotic yet. So I would use your own voice. You can add your logos, colors, background music. You want to make sure it's royalty free. So enough of me talking about it. I want to show you, okay? And I'm going to show you the right format, which is vertical. So vertical is 9 by 16 because guess what you could do, Claudia? You can do one video that you create on Feed and then you edit it and you can put it on TikTok. You could put it on YouTube Shorts, which also comes up in Google, and put it on Instagram Reel. So you edit one video. Say at first it takes you an hour because you're slow learning. Then it takes you 45 minutes. Then it takes you 30 minutes. I've gotten it down to like 8 minutes. I could actually write a script, record it, edit it, and post it in 30 minutes. Whoa. But I don't suggest doing it like that. I suggest bulk recording and then bulk editing and then bulk posting, scheduling with your meta. So, all right. Okay, so at the end, which will be around 11:15, I think. No, 10, no, we started early, 9, 10:30. Wait, 9 to 10:30. Okay. At 10:15 in 1 hour, I'm going to stop myself and we'll take more questions, but I'm going to stop myself throughout. Okay. So let's go to VEED. You guys ready to go? Seatbelts on. You guys ready for takeoff? Mission control. We're ready. I'm so glad Annie likes that of Vino because I had to put Vino in. I just want to make sure I'm in my correct VEED. No, I'm not in my correct VEED. I gotta be. I actually upgraded to the paid version. I do recommend the paid version. I got like a Black Friday special and I paid for the year up front. And the reason I recommend the paid version is because you get so many more features. Okay. So let me make sure I take you to the right feed. Okay. So welcome to VEED. This is VEED.io. It says hello, Synergy, because that's the name of my company, Synergy Unlimited. And you can invite teammates if you want, that can help you with creating videos. So here's the interface. Okay. There's every month, it seems they're adding a new feature, which is wonderful. So you appreciate it. You're like, oh, wow, thanks. So one of the new features they added was this create clips. So say, Marilyn, you were interviewed on a podcast and it was like a 35-minute interview. And from that interview, they gave you, a YouTube link. You could paste the YouTube link into this where it says create clips, and it will cut it up and label it for you so that you can use it on your Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Or if you wanted to put it on LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere. So that's cool. It doesn't always do a perfect job. It's in beta. Beta means they're still testing it. So honestly, they're still fixing it because sometimes, it's a robot, it's not a human. So sometimes they're not cutting it at the right spot of the conversation and it's kind of awkward. So it's hit or miss. You definitely need to review the clips before you just post them to make sure it's right. The other thing that VEED has added that's a nice feature, I sound like I work for VEED. VEED, you need to pay me. Okay, so is AI dubbing. So AI, say you're doing a video in English, but you really want to be bilingual and also get the Chinese market or a Spanish market or whatever your target market is, Korean market. It can translate your video into that language for you. Okay. What else can it do? And it's dubbing. So it's not just captions, but it will dub it in the voice of a Korean AI, not a person, but AI. Okay. So you can test it, see it's in beta. So it's still, but that's good because in the future that's going to be perfected. Okay. When it's in beta, they're perfecting it. This is cool. So this I'm actually going to show you, and we're going to use one of your businesses for an example. Okay. So let me come over to you first for a second. So who wants to volunteer? We're going to use your business as an example. Okay, Teresa, very good. Get your money's worth because you got into this. Okay, so Teresa, tell me what your business is and what text to video is. Say you're an esthetician, right? And you want to have a video of you doing like a facial with someone, but you don't have video clips, you don't have anything, you don't have the venue. It will make a video for you, and then you can insert your own images or your own videos and rewrite. They'll even rewrite a script for you for the video. So all you have to do is give, the explanation of what you do. So what do you do, Teresa, again, if you wouldn't mind? Clothing brand of one size fit most handmade garments. Okay. One size fit most. Very specific. Okay. I gotta remember that. One size fit most. Okay, let's go. Let's try it. Okay. By the way, can you unmute yourself, Teresa, if possible? It might be easier to create this when I have questions. If you're able to unmute, maybe Annie can promote you temporarily to panelist and you can unmute. Trying to share my screen.
I don't seem to have the option to unmute Teresa. I know last time we were
Okay,
able to do that.
maybe not. Okay, so what I'm going to do, they give you options for this feature. And by the way, I haven't used this feature really for my business because it requires a lot more editing than I'm want to do. Uh, so I just do talk to camera, but I talk to camera because I'm a speaker. So it's easier for me to speak than to edit this kind of video. But for you, it may be perfect. Okay. So there's different kind of videos you can create. There's a social media video. There's a generative video, that's like an AI video, business video, training video, other video. So let's just say for social media. So a clothing company, one size fits most. So one thing you have to know about AI is that it is not up to speed on cultural awarenesses, on nuances of like intersectionality. It's not great at understanding body size. What it thinks was plus size is not. So, okay, just so you know that. So, you whatever it makes, you're going to want to put your own images and your own videos. But let's just see what it can do. Look, this is viral TikTok videos. That sounds good. Create a short, engaging video. Oh no, we don't want that. Oh, look, product demo. Okay, no, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so clothing, company, intro, video. One size fits most for Instagram. Usually you just, this AI, when it's generative AI, it's usually you're giving a 3 to 5 word prompt. What's a prompt? It's a command or it's an instruction. And the more clear you are with your instruction, the better video it generates. Let me just see if Teresa wants to say anything else. Um, okay. So this is if you wanted to have a talking head, like an AI person. But what I don't like about the AI, like this girl is looking up, she's not looking at the camera. This guy doesn't talk naturally. These are AI robots. Um, she looks kind of good, but I don't want to have anybody in the video, especially because of this particular kind of thing we're doing. So we do want to be portrait rather than landscape. So portrait is always, you're always going to choose portrait for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Okay. Landscape is for like LinkedIn or for YouTube. Square would be for like an Instagram post, which we're not going to do. I want you to focus on Instagram Reels. Um, by the way, next month I'm going to a digital marketing conference and I will be giving you an update on the 2025 trends in social media. We'll be doing that in end of April. So I can't wait. It's going to be like a Q&A where I'm going to give you like the trends and then you're going to get to ask questions. Okay, what is this saying? Oh, so now what it's asking is what tone of voice do you want, Teresa? Um, Facebook would be the square. Tone of voice would be, but I don't recommend using Facebook because Facebook is prohibitive for small businesses. You either have to pay for expensive ads, like when I'm working with Adidas, and I said, well, how are you going to get people to this event? And they said, well, we're going to run ads on Facebook. If you don't run ads on Facebook, you don't get any visibility on Facebook. It's pay to play unless you have a Facebook group for women that are, fabulous and something. You know what I mean? One size fits most. And it could be women complaining about they can never find great clothes. And then you're like, oh, by the way, we got the perfect fit. So it's asking for the tone of voice. Do we want casual and friendly, trendy and stylish, fun and whimsical? I'm going to pick casual and friendly for the sake of this, young adults, fashion, social media influencers, we'll just say young adults because we want people to buy it. So now we're going to have them rewrite the script. I often will have ChatGPT write the script, but for this It's just easy. Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style, designed to flatter a variety of body types without sacrificing that effortless vibe. Imagine slipping into a piece that feels like it was made just for you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there we go. I just want you to see, because think about this for your company. So now it's going to be preparing a video. And the great thing is, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be like completely awesome. You're going to need to edit it, right? And you're going to edit it and put your photos, maybe, add some things, delete some things. And that's why I don't use text to video because I don't have time. This takes longer than just doing a video talking. But you may want to do this. You know what I mean? You may not want to talk on camera. You may be like, you know what? I don't want to talk on camera. And if you don't want to talk on camera, this is perfect. Okay. So while we're waiting for the cookies to come out of the oven, let me see what questions Teresa has. She says, thanks for letting you know. Oh, you do have a Facebook group. That's perfect. The other thing that works really well, and this is not just for um, Teresa, this is for all of you, is Facebook Live. So I once a week do a Wednesday Wisdom. You could follow me. I'm facebook.com/Deborah Deras. I'll put it on there. Facebook.com/Deborah Deras. Because nothing happens on my business page. I can post till I'm blue in the face. Regular Facebook page, you can have up to 5,000 friends. So I only allow people to be my friend if they're in my target demographic, which is women, specifically Latino women between the ages of 35 to 55. So if they're in that demographic, I'll accept them as a friend. If they're not, I won't. For the most part, mostly, all women 35 to 55, put it like that. And then that's how I got Procter and Gamble. That's how I got Church's Chicken franchise. That's how I got a retreat to Greece because I went live. I would do live video and I would solve the problems of my target market. So, and that's a long form video. That's a whole other webinar, which we could do with StreamYard, but this is short form. Okay. So we're waiting, waiting, waiting. Um, so urban Black woman. Okay. So can they make it more urban? I have to tell you, you want to use your own images for urban because AI is horrible with urban. They're horrible with anything ethnic or cultural or multicultural. Um, and VEED is not great at it, but actually Google has a program. I'm going to drop it into the chat bot that actually is getting good. We're just killing time while we're waiting for this to populate. Still, it would be faster than if we would do it, obviously, ourselves. But I'm going to give you a bonus um, graphics tool. I recently, when I spoke at Google, I gave, I used this tool. We created vision boards with AI, and I taught Google their own product for like a team building goal setting workshop. And we use this, which is their product. It's beta. So people don't even know about it. It's not Gemini. It's lab. It's so much better than Gemini. So you can put whatever urban girl. I could try to do it, but I want to stick to Veed. Okay. So let's go back to Veed. All right. Later on, if we have time after we've done everything with Veed, we can think about we can think about going over and just I'll show you Image RX and how it works. Okay. So I just want to see our video. It's done. It's out of the oven. Okay. I want to make sure you can see it. Hold on. Let me reshare. Let's go to V because it made the video. Oh no, it put that girl in the video. See this girl that's in here? She's probably not your demographic. So we can delete her. I deleted her. You didn't even see her in there. Okay, so this said done. So I want to see the video. So let's play it. See why this isn't going to work for you probably? So what you'll want to do is replace their videos with your videos. So they're just pulling videos from their B-roll. And because your topic is so specific, it's not general. Like if you wanted general plants or cats or dogs or something that's more general, but what you want is a specific population, what you do is you click on this link, see this link, and click replace media. And then you can upload a file and you know, if you don't know, I'm the guru of AI. So ChatGPT paid version has something called Sora, Sora, that creates video. It also doesn't do a good job of cultural, and this is why I'm doing research on AI, and there's even grants for my research to improve cultural competency with AI because it's so bad. Okay, so I don't know where the script is. Usually the script would be, oh, you know why they removed the script? Because the woman was going to speak the script. So let me show you something that you're going to love about VEED. So I removed the woman, right? But now I want her back because she had the script in her hand. So I'm going to click this button. This button is your friend. It's called undo. Aha. So now when I go, is she going to speak the script?
Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt,
I
right?
hope you can hear this.
That's why we created our One Size Fits Most collection. It's all about comfort.
She's not bad. Can you hear that, my friends? Yeah. Could you hear that? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's just hear. I know she's not your demographic, but
And
let's just,
style, designed to flatter a variety of body types without sacrificing that effortless vibe. Imagine slipping into a piece that feels like it was made just for you, no matter your shape or size. Our fabrics are soft, breathable, and perfect for layering or rocking solo. Plus, you can mix and match with your favorite accessories to create your own unique look. Whether you're chilling at home or heading out with friends, our clothes are here to keep you feeling confident and looking great. Fashion should be fun and accessible. And with us, it totally is.
okay, so my point in showing you that video, like I said, that's in beta, right? Uh So it's going to be improving, right? But what it can enable you to do, Teresa, like it wrote a script for you and it actually spoke the script. So what you could do with that is you could use the script and you could record it yourself. Or you could use the script and you could remove the her, but keep the audio. You could separate the video from her, and then you'll be able to just have the audio track and then swap it out. But like for me to be able to make an advertising video that's going to stop the scroll, I don't know how to use that. Um, oh, sorry, had a good question. He said, can you use their background video and put yourself as the speaker? Yes. You want me to show you how? Sorry, I hope I'm saying your name right. Sorry, Goodman. That is a great question. Let me show you how to do that. Oh, Sari, like Mary. Okay, thank you, Sari. So glad I asked. I knew I was saying it wrong. You know when you say something, you know you're saying it wrong. Sari, like Mary. Okay, Sari, I love your question, and let's answer it. Okay, Sari has moved us to the next thing, and we are going to maybe use your business, Sari, since you're so great at participating in class. I'm a professor, by the way. So I'm talking about class. You're going to get a grade of more money in your bank account. That's your grade. So what you want to do, Sari, in order to do that is you want to take the script that they did and go to create a new project. Okay. And when you go to create a new project, what you're going to do is you're going to click record. Camera. Ooh, okay. So you're going to click camera. And then what you're going to do with the script is you're going to paste it right here. Right? And then what you do is this is the wrong size because remember, we're doing portrait. By the way, it's easier to go from portrait to landscape because they could put a background than to go from landscape to portrait because then sometimes it cuts off your head and you look like this. Hi. So you want to do it like this, okay? And by the way, don't worry about your background. This is my tapestry that I put on my wall. You can remove the background and just make it a picture that you have of your clothing or a picture of you have in your office or any background. You know how you can upload a background on your Zoom? You can do the same thing on your VEED. Cool. All right. I wish I could grab the script. Can I grab the script? I wonder how to grab the script. I would have had to grab the script first, I think, because I don't know in here how I would grab the script. Oh wait, I have an idea. So I'm back over here at this video that we did. See where it says subtitles? Those are captions. So I'm gonna click auto subtitle in English, and then you can pick whatever one you want. I was just going to see if it would give me the script. Oh, yeah. Here's this. So when I clicked edit, see that? It's giving me the script. So I was thinking if I could just highlight the script. See, ooh, I have to tell you, I did not know how to do this. And when Sari asked me that question, I had never done it before and I didn't know how to do it. But what I teach my mom, who's a small business owner like you, who started her business at 72, and today she's 77 and she's at like a continuing education conference. She gonna retire? No, because when you retire, you go downhill. Trust me, I've observed it and research has proven it. So, she's running her business, doing it great, living her best life, having fun, doing salsa contests, but she's technologically phobic, and maybe you are, right? But what you want to do, and I told this to my mom, is imagine yourself like a 3-year-old toddler with an iPad. You are not anxious, am I doing this right? When you're a 3-year-old toddler, you're pressing the buttons of your iPad like this out of curiosity. So I want you to approach VEED and any software, Canva, ChatGPT, with a curious spirit. Because when you have a curious spirit, you're going to be more relaxed. And when you're more relaxed, technology works better. So I just guessed. So now I just look, I said, I didn't know where the script was. I didn't know if I could get the script. Look, I got the script. So Sari, no, am I saying Mary? Sari. So Sari, you had asked me, can I record the video myself and then put it back? Yes. So I'll just record it right now. So let me show you how to use the teleprompter. So I just click prompter, which is here. And now I'm going to click, I'm going to practice first, and I'll show you how to make it slow and how to make it fast. And then I'll show you how to record. So first, you kind of want to fix because if you have spaces like that, it's going to be hard to talk. And if you want to pause, then you want to put a space. What was I going to tell you? Oh, I have to tell you something. So using VEED taught me the skill of being able to read on a teleprompter. And I never knew that that skill would come in handy until I had to speak at a conference last week, a women's conference. And when I had to go speak, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, hold on, uh-oh, oh, oh, okay. Sorry, my dog's door is closed and he's like, where do I go to the bathroom? I may have to take a pause. So, I had to speak at this women conference and I brought my iPad and there's an app, write this down, that's called Teleprompter. And because I had been using VEED and practicing how to read on a teleprompter, I was able to give my speech so passionately because I had so much detail in it because ChatGPT wrote my speech after I gave them the goals of the speech and my background. They combined that to make a speech, et cetera, et cetera. Long story short, it was like I almost got a standing ovation because it was so amazing. So, so I'm gonna have wait a minute. Wait, Teresa, while I open the door, I'm going to have you read this, okay? So you're going to be the spokesmodel. I'm going to press play and then you're going to read this. Finding the perfect fit. Ready? Start reading. I know, oh, we can't hear you. Okay, everybody read it to yourself. I'll be right back. Right back. Plus, you can mix and match with your favorite accessories to create your own unique look. Whether you're chilling at home or heading out with friends, our clothes are here to keep you feeling confident and looking great. It's actually going at the wrong speed. So let me show you how to fix the speed. So see this little button right here? The snail means go slower. The bunny rabbit, the hare, remember the story, who's faster, the turtle or the hare? See the little hare, which is the bunny rabbit. So you can make it faster. So depending on you, you don't want to make it too fast. When you do post-production editing, you can speed up the video. So I rather have you speak slower and speed it up than have it too fast and people can't follow you. So I like to do it like right over here, this area, and I practice it before I record. So finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. Okay, so that sounds good. Okay, so there we go. So let me show you how to record. You ready? Ready? Okay, this is fun actually. Sari, you're gonna like it. Teresa, you're gonna like it. Okay, ready? Gonna record. I told you we weren't gonna watch the pool and get in the pool. Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style, designed to flatter a variety of body types, sacrificing without sacrificing that effortless vibe. Imagine without sacrificing that effortless vibe. Imagine slipping to a piece, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you saw that I had made a mistake. And because I made a mistake, I could just say it again and then edit it out, or I could restart it. So let me show you. Here's the good news about this. This isn't going to go like directly on your social media. So worst thing that happens, you do a retake. Boom, retake. Okay. And it says your recording will be lost. That's okay. All right. We'll just retake it. Go back to the prompter, record, 3, 2, 1, action. Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style, designed to flatter a variety of body types without sacrificing that effortless vibe. Okay, I'm going to stop there so we can edit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Ooh la la. It's not that hard, right? And one of the things that the teleprompter is doing is it's focusing your eyes on the right place to look, right? It's not hard. If you could read, even if you can't read, you could have your AI girl read. So you don't even have to read because you could delegate it to your AI girl. But if you want to read, you can. So now let's go to edit it. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we did that. Oh, that's a funny picture. Now we're going to click add to project. If you hate it, you delete it. If you want to do another video on top of that and another video, you can. And then over here, they're already giving you some editing features, right? But we're going to go to the project area, going backstage. Okay. So we're backstage. And when I first started, there was a hesitation, right? Let me show you. Remember, I told you I was going to teach you how to split and clip. And let me tell you, I am not a detail-oriented person. And I'm not super great at this kind of stuff. I'm good at other things like talking, but not editing. So the fact that I can even do this, I should have called this class Editing for Dummies. Not that I'm a dummy, because that would be insulting. Or editing for newbies, because this is definitely for newbies, okay? Because I'm a newbie. I don't know how to do any editing. I've tried iMovie so hard. I've tried Windows Media so hard. Okay, let's play and see what it sounds like. Action. Finding the perfect. So I said action. Obviously, I want to cut that out. I don't think I'm on my microphone. So I have a microphone. If you have a microphone, definitely connect it. You just go to settings and you select your microphone because there's a little bit of an echo. So you definitely want to have a microphone if you're going to record a video. Okay. So if I go back here, let's see, where do I want to start? Finding the perfect fit. So that was the finding the perfect fit. Right. So right here, you could see where it's up here. That's the finding the perfect fit. See? All right. Easy. Unlike iMovie, where you have to go up here and then go down here, it's so difficult. Now, what are you going to do? Imagine those of you that like sewing, or if those of you that are in construction, you like cutting things to get ready for your construction project, think about that. Scissor. Okay, so let's get the scissor. Very intuitive. So now we cut. Now, what we want to do with the cut is highlight it because we cut it. So I just highlight it by pressing my, like if you have a mouse, you click it. I have a rolling pad, so I click it. Now I'm going to click delete. Boom, it's gone. So now I'm just going to drag this, boom, all the way to the 0 mark of the timeline. I just going to drag it, boom. Okay, so now let's play it from the beginning. Finding the perfect fit can fit. Oh, now it started right away. Finding the perfect fit. Okay. By the way, right here, especially if you're posting on platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn, anytime you put a link on Facebook or LinkedIn, they block your post. So what I like to do is I like to put my website. So I could say Teresa.com. I don't know her website, but like that. And then when they watch this video, if they like what they see, they could immediately know your website. So I always, but you want to put your website and then maybe the name of the video, like intro video or whatever. So you know what it is. So just put a little line, right? But I think that's a great place to put your website, so that people can see it. Okay, let's go on. Feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style. Okay, so say I wanted to change the background. See where it says image? You can upload a file and put your own image. Like say you have like your clothing, you could put your clothing in the background, right? Say you didn't like the eye contact, right? You could click this button and it'll fix the eye contact automatically. It literally takes about 60 seconds. When it says clean audio, background noises, like when my dog was begging me to go to the bathroom, poor baby. So guilty. I didn't have the door open. Anyway, I find when it removes the background noise and when it doesn't always work well. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So you need to listen to it. So if it doesn't sound good, because they might have removed something that they needed to keep because it's AI, it's not a human, then I'll just undo it. Okay. So I'll listen to it, see if it's okay once they're done cleaning the audio. But I usually don't even use that step unless there was like a loud dog bark, then I might. Okay. I do always use the eye contact. I do always use the fade in, fade out, which just allows a little bit of space. So it'll give like whatever seconds you want. Maybe like I'll say less than that, like 3 seconds, instead of me just starting, giving it a beat, because maybe I have music in the background. I'm going to show you how to add music. It's kind of fun. Okay. So when it says speed, say I'm talking too slow because I had zero sleepless. So I'm struggling to. So I want to speed it up. I'll do 1.5. Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort. Okay, that's too fast. What if I want to slow myself down? Okay. That's why we. No, that's too slow. Okay. So I'll just keep it normal. Style designed to flatter. But it's nice to know you have those options, right? To go faster, slower, custom, fade in, fade out, because that's what professional audio editors do. I speak a lot at conferences, and audio editors, they're the coolest people. And they're all about, getting the right thing. Okay. So remove silences. I don't use that because it's weird. Cleaning audio, I do. And then I just make sure I check it. But removing silences, it's good to have silences sometimes, unless it's really awkward. Then I would use that button. Okay. Now, what's next in the editing process? So we're doing all this, Sari, and then we can import it into the other video, right? We can just swap me for that other girl, that lady. the AI lady. Okay. So say we wanted to have, we don't want hip hop. We want jazz. Okay. No, it's too loud. Okay, that's cool, but we definitely want it. So you can click plus and it's going to add it. But you may not want to have it the whole time, and you can adjust the volume on it. So see, the volume right now is 10%. I can make it even lower, like 5, 7%. So now let's see how it sounds, okay? That can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. Okay, or if you have your own music, listen carefully when I say your own music, music that you own, that you had somebody compose for you, that you have the rights. I had a client that I felt so bad. She was so proud of herself. She did this YouTube video and she put it up, but she had Beyonce playing in the background. And immediately Beyonce's record company reported her to YouTube and she got slapped. You get like a warning. I don't know what you get, but you get in trouble. You don't have to pay a fee or a fine for the first warning, but it's you can't do it. So you can't have other people's music even in the background. Sometimes by accident, I'll have music playing on my TV. And I did this beautiful meditation for YouTube, but in the background was playing some soft music that was owned, and they took down my YouTube. So be very careful with music. I'd rather have you not have any music. But the great thing about VEED, your friend VEED, is it has all these different um, music for you to choose from. Look, R&B, jazz, and then you saw how I turned it way down. And then rock, hip hop, kids, family, hip hop. So I have a tune that my friend, who's a musical artist, kind of like a Lenny Kravitz, he wrote it for me, this song. So when I walk on stage, it plays. So I can import my music. Cool. Okay, but look, over here, it's too long. So what do we need to do if the song is too long? We need to cut. Very easy. Cut, cut. With the little scissor. Let's get the scissor where it says split. Boom. And then we highlight it, highlight it, and then we click delete. Boom. Clean. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, I cut too much. So maybe I can stretch it out. Is that legal? Yeah. It's always better to have more music than. There we go. And then it'll fade it. Perfect. Okay. So let me show you how to do captions, which are subtitles. Why do you want subtitles on every video? Because, the only thing I did was I went to subtitles and I clicked English. You could click Spanish, if you were talking in Spanish, whatever language you're talking, you select your language, okay? Then you can choose a style. And you want to make sure that whatever you do, you're on brand. I had a meeting with the head of Adidas. I love Adidas. It was so exciting. And he's like, yeah, we're going to do this because it's on brand. So it's so cool for me because I'm coaching you, small businesses, to hear how big businesses plan their, you know, events. And they're like, yeah, we have to make sure that everything's on brand. So you're going to be dressed in Adidas. I'm like, cool. That'd be tacky if I wore Nike to an Adidas thing. So they're like, what? We're going to dress you. I'm like, okay. So you're going to pick the font that's the same font that's on your website, that your webmaster, or the same colors. Um, and you can even upload your logo and your images and everything in here. So it's real consistent. So pick whatever is your vibe and then stick with it. See where it says social, business, retro, oh, style. And I'm sure they're going to add more styles, but it really adds flavor to your posts. Okay, cool. So now check out your video. Your video is getting good. All right, look, check it out. Collection. It's all about comfort and style. Designed to flatter a This is fun. Okay, look, but I don't like it. It's crossing my neck. That's bad karma. I don't want to be cut off. Okay, so I'm going to just lower it down. And by the way, if at any time it says something that's incorrect, I mean, I don't go crazy and edit the script, but like if it spells my name wrong, I'll edit that. Okay. Or if it spells your brand wrong, you edit that. But I don't go in every word, make sure it's correct. But you could, because it's right here under edit. If you are a perfectionist, feel free to do that. Okay. Variety of body types without sacrificing effortless mind. I like it. Okay, so your video is nicer than mine. Okay, so now let's click done. Now, stay with me. So, what we're going to be doing is exporting the video, and there's a certain way that we want to do it. Wait, before we export it, there's just a few more things that I didn't show you. So, see where it says elements? You ever watch videos on TikTok and then they say something and then they have like an animation? So you can add animation. There's lots of different elements here. Look, bars, this, GIFs, right? Style. Designed to flatter You could add a face. So in order to add something, you select it. I just put my cursor on it. It took me a minute because I don't usually add things to my videos. I watch a lot of YouTube channels and YouTubers and they do that and it keeps the eye stimulated, especially for younger audiences. But I keep my audience stimulated by talking like this. No, so I don't do a lot of that. But anyway, so look, now we have like this little thing here. How fun. And you can make it just for a minute or a second. Look, just a second. We just want to see what. That's why we created. That was too short, right? We need more of that. Okay. See how fun this is? Right. That's why we created our one size fits most collection. Okay. So we're doing crazy things. I don't do all these. Definitely you want captions. Maybe some of you want a filter. Okay. I got to show you the filter. So we already did this. Clean audio, we did. Clean the sound. Eye contact, we did. Remove the background, I didn't do, but you could have, right? So I'm clicking the button, remove the background, and then you can add your own image, your own picture if you want. So it's removing the background right now. Um, uh, if you had a green screen, you could remove color from your video, round corners. Let's do it. 20. Okay, cool. Oh, look. See where it says replace video? When we go back over here, we can click on that button and replace video. Okay. When we're done editing though, but we're not done. Okay, see where it says detach audio? Remember I was telling you? Because when I deleted that little lady, AI lady, I don't want to offend her. When I deleted that little AI lady, it deleted the audio, but you can detach the audio and then just delete the AI and keep the audio. But I'm going to delete both because I'm going to replace her with me. So don't worry about AI replacing your job because we're replacing AI. Okay. See where it says replace video? Say I hated this and I want to put Salma Hayek instead of me. I can just replace myself. Okay, what else? I'm silly because I'm tired. Okay, so see where it says settings. So you could now decide, you know what? I want to change this. I want to change it to YouTube, which is longer. So I heard somebody say Facebook. I want to change it to Facebook. Remember, Teresa, you said that? Um, okay, so you can do that. And what it does is it keeps your original, makes a copy. You could show comments, you could show sound waves. No. Oh, cool. Show comments. Oh, you can add comments. Okay. You could restore a previous version if you hate everything you just did. You could translate the voice into Spanish. Should we try that? I haven't tried it. We could try it. Okay, Colombia. I'm from Colombia. Okay, duplicate and translate. Okay, so anyway, back to this while it's doing that. Oh, it's rendering the project. Oh, now we can't work on it. The one more thing I was going to show you was how to put a filter. I usually add like a golden light because I'm vain. And then once we're done doing all of that, we'll be able to export it. And I want to show you how to upload it to your Instagram or how to upload it to your Facebook. So I'm going to log into my Instagram. Uh-oh. We're just rendering right now, so don't worry, log in. So, what do you think of VEED so far? Tell me in the comments while it's rendering our video into Spanish. What do you think of VEED? What do you think of the features? Do you think it's easy? By the way, if you feel like, you know what, Deborah, I need hands-on help. This is good, but I know my brain and I need more assistant. At the end of this webinar, I'm going to share with you how you can make a one-on-one session with me potentially if you are a client of the Pasadena SBDC. If you are not a client of the Pasadena SBDC, I can show you if you're a client of Ventura, SBDC, Santa Barbara, or Long Beach. I also work for those organizations. Uh-oh. I may not be able to show you my Instagram because it's not letting me in, but I can show you how to upload it on Facebook. So you know you can upload on Instagram from your computer, right? Otherwise, a hack is, let me talk to you for a second. A hack is for, you're doing all this editing on your computer, but you're like, my Instagram's on my phone. How do I get the video logistically? So you could WhatsApp it to yourself if you have WhatsApp on your computer. I use Google Drive. You could put it into a Google Drive and then you have Google Drive on your phone. It's just an extra step. WhatsApp is easy. Google Drive is easy. I wouldn't email it to yourself because you're going to lower the resolution. You could Facebook. So three choices: Google Drive, WhatsApp, or Google or Messenger. Okay. Or if you have Meta, Facebook, is the owner, Meta is the owner of Facebook and Instagram. You could just use Meta. Meta has a back end that you can just upload the videos there. I'm not necessarily saying this is better than CapCut because you may prefer CapCut. For me, it's better than CapCut because when TikTok and CapCut are associated, and they're also connected with China. So at any time, the US government can decide to take away the functionality of TikTok and also CapCut. And so I don't like to use anything that later on is going to go away. So to me, I know a lot of people that love CapCut, and I'm not saying that it is um, maybe better. It's better for me, and it's easier for the small businesses that I coach. But if you like CapCut, don't change a thing. All right. So this is where we're going to be able to upload. Okay. But let me show you how to download. It should be done with the cooking of the cake. Okay, let's go back to the cake. See if it's cooked. It's still transcribing. Okay. Let's just work with the English version right now. Oh, it won't let me because it's doing the voiceover. So how we would be done if we were done is click done and then click export video. I don't think I can do it because they're still doing the voiceover. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Oh, yes, I can. I can do the English version. So once you're here, do not click Facebook. Do not click Twitter. Do not click embed. Do not click LinkedIn. Do not click email. Okay. What I want you to do, and do not click share this video. None of that. Anything in the square, do not do. What you do want to do is this arrow that's pointing down. It's very intuitive. Scissors mean cut. arrow means download. Okay. So you're just going to click the download button. And then you have three options. MP4, which is video. You want video because it's a video, and we're going to upload it into the other project. You don't want audio because that's only audio. You did all that time to edit the video. Why are you going to just do audio? This GIF, you may want to do a GIF as like an Instagram story as a teaser for your video. You could do that. So you could do a GIF as a teaser and then do a video. Okay, so let's select video. Now it's going to download and then we're going to upload it. And what I do, you can do whatever you do. But I talk to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is trained in another webinar. I'll teach you how to train your ChatGPT. So ChatGPT knows that anytime that I do a social media post, I don't even say social media, it's too many words. I say SM post. If I say SM post, it knows to create a hook, a caption, a compelling call to action, and 3 keyword relevant hashtags for my post. And so I'll just give them a description. I'll be walking my dog, Davino, and I'll be like, okay, I'm tired. I want to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then it'll take me like 45 seconds to say what I want to do. And then because it knows me, I trained it. It knows my business. It knows my style. It knows my personality. It knows my tone. It knows that I'm doing this and that and this and that. It knows me. And so it will rewrite what I just said in something that makes sense to my customer, because it also knows my customer, because I did a lot of training, trained it. And I taught that in another class. If you were in that class, great. If you weren't, we'll offer it again. Don't worry. So anyway, then it writes the post. And then I take it from ChatGPT, I copy it, paste it into my Instagram or my Facebook, boom, boom. What used to take me hours, because so many of you, this is why I love AI. It's because it helps you. My whole goal is to help you create success with ease and grace to increase your revenue. And to me, AI is a tool that helps you. You are doing so much. You need a team, and AI is your team. So that's why I like AI. Because it does that. Because so many of my clients, I would give them a social media marketing strategy. I would give them a content plan, but they wouldn't post because they didn't know how to write the caption. Now you don't have to know how to write the caption. Your AI will write it. And I don't want to say for you because you don't want to over rely on AI. Because if it sounds like AI, nobody will read it. But once you train your AI, give it a writing sample so it knows your voice and your tone and knows your audience and your business, it's going to sound better than you. I had AI write me a rap song the other day. It was so good. Okay, so now that we did this, let's post it on Facebook. Okay? Any question? Meaning, what are the differences? Oh, I don't know what the differences are, Teresa, because I've never used CapCut. I don't like TikTok and I don't like CapCut. So I don't use it because I don't like other governments having my personal information. That's just me. Um, I don't know. I do know that a lot of TikTokers love CapCut and a lot of young whippersnappers love CapCut. So it must be easy. So I would try both and see which one. What you want to do with everything is see what works for you, because it's not what works for me. It's what works for you, because you're only going to do what works for you, right? Okay. So let me go to Facebook and let's upload it. Do you want me to show you how I use ChatGPT? So I should focus on VEED. Okay, so let's click here. And I know that it's VEED because it says VEED. So I'm not confused, right? That's funny. That's actually a really good pose. Usually I would say, put a cover on it, but they say that anytime you have a video where it's like people will click on it just because they're curious. What is she doing? What is she saying? Right? Do you want me to show you how I write the caption with ChatGPT, or do you just want me to that's it. So basically you just post it. Oh, you took the ChatGPT class. Okay, so good. So then I just copy and paste it. Boom, we're done. But going back a million years ago to Sherry's question, Was it Cherry? Sari's question. Sari's question about how do we do it. So now we could take the video and we can delete this girl or not, we could replace her. So we're replacing AI with humans. Don't say it's, so look, where it says replace media, now let's upload a file. You gave me this idea, Sari. I didn't know we could do this. Let's see if we actually can. Why isn't it the same length of the video? Do I need to stretch myself out or maybe I need to move this over? I don't know what's happening here. That's why I don't use this because it's so much editing that I'm not ready for it. It's more advanced. Ooh, almost time to wrap up. Okay, let's see. That can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits. The perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style, designed to flatter a variety of. Remember, I moved the captions so that it was not on my neck to below, but when we imported it here, for some reason, it has it over my mouth. So that's not good. So then you have to go back and re-edit it. So it's the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. It's all about comfort and style. I almost want to see if we can detach the audio. I'm detaching the audio. And now I'm going to see if I can erase the subtitles, or maybe I can just move it down. Can I move it? Oh, look at this. See how easy VEED is? I thought I was going to have to re-record it and re-edit it. Look, when I detached it, it let me move the subtitles. And did you see? I didn't know how to do this. I don't know. I'm like so beginner at editing. I don't even know how I'm teaching this class. I'm just a newbie. I should have called this video editing for newbies by a newbie, right? So, but what was I? I was curious. So you don't panic or you don't get anxious or you don't get this. You just get curious. Well, can I do it? Finding the perfect fit can feel like a treasure hunt, right? That's why we created our one size fits most collection. Okay, cool. All right. So I showed you most of the features of VEED. There's still a few more features of VEED, like doing the like filtering, but that is so simple and so easy that you don't need me to teach you how to do that. It's very simple. You can definitely figure that out yourself. Um, Let me close this. Get your questions ready. I'm going to pull up the slide deck of what we went over today and just kind of review what we did. And then if anybody needs support, I'm going to tell you how to make a one-on-one session with me. Okay, so what did we cover today? We covered how to navigate the interface. So what did we do today? We created a new project. We recorded a video. I don't recommend doing an avatar of yourself because it's just weird. I told you you could create clips. If you have a long video, which I have so many long videos of interviews, I can make clips of those. AI dubbing, we're still waiting for a Spanish version. We can go back and check the oven, see how the Espanol Deborah sounds. Can I tell you something funny? When I first started working at the State of California Department of Rehabilitation, they told me to do publicity. So first thing I did was get on TV. I got on Univision and Telemundo, and I was doing, they're like, oh no, you have to go through the Sacramento PR. You just can't go on TV. I'm like, oh, well, you told me to do publicity. I could have gotten fired, but I didn't. But then they're like, oh, if you like doing videos, why don't you be the spokesperson of our video? And they're like, we're going to have you be Kathy in the English version and Maria in the Spanish version. Like, why can't I just be Deborah, the Latina girl? Anyway, funny story. Okay, so create clips. We did the dubbing. We're going to go check on our Espanol version. But the funny part about the Espanol version is that I was the Department of Rehabilitation, but Spanish is my second language, and I couldn't say rehabilitación. I can barely say it now. So it was so funny. So it was very difficult to do that video. But then after that, I did Pacific Care, Zest Soap. I did all the spokesperson work. Okay. AI text to video, we did that. So we did all of this. Gosh, we're good. Aren't we good? High five, Teresa and Sari and everybody. Marilyn, you guys are awesome. Claudia. So we learned how to cut and trim. How did we cut? We just took a scissor, cut, click, delete. It took us 3 seconds. We didn't do additions, transitions, and effects, but that's really easy. Just remember when we were adding elements, one of the elements could be swiping or zooming. It'll just add a perfect, but that's only if you have multiple clips. Because we only did one clip, there was no reason to do a transition. If you have multiple videos, you may want to put transitions in between because then it'll just go like that in between each clip. It'll look polished. Okay. How to rearrange clips, you just drag them. Very easy. Okay. I showed you how to add subtitles. It's very easy. You just click subtitles. And then you select language, English, boom, you're done. I don't really recommend it, removing the ums and ahs because it doesn't necessarily sound good. It's in beta. I did remove the background noise. You saw it was just the clicking of the button. Curiosity, just start clicking buttons, see what it'll do. Your first video that you should make, it should just be for playing around, not for posting, just to see what can it do, what can it do. I showed you how to use the teleprompter. I also showed you how it corrected my eyes. It didn't need to correct my eyes because when you use the teleprompter, it has you look right at the level of the camera. We avoid sounding robotic because we fired the AI lady and we hired me. Sorry, lady. We talked about brand logos and colors. You can upload your images and your videos just like in Canva, easy to upload. I showed you how to put background music to set the tone. I told you about royalty free, no Beyonce, no Rihanna, no J-Lo. We talked about the right format. You don't even have to know what's 619, what's 916. It has pictures. Do you want YouTube or Shorts? Do you want Reels or TikTok? Do you want LinkedIn or Facebook? Right? And VEED will keep your original and make a copy. So you can do one, but I would rather have you record horizontal. No, record vertical, which is like a rectangle. And then if you want to go horizontal, it's easier to go from here to here than to go from here to here because you're going to look squished. Okay. So how you can save time is you can already have your videos uploaded. You could already have your B-roll uploaded. You could already have your script ready. You could already have your script rehearsed. That'll save time. You could already know what the purpose is. I have a content calendar, so I know what I'm doing, etc. So I have a VEED cheat sheet for you. Do you want it right now? And then Annie will put the information into the chat about how to schedule it with me if you are a client of Pasadena SBDC. Let me give you this PowerPoint slide deck. You guys want the slide deck? Then I'm going to give you the cheat sheet. Then later on, Annie's going to give you the recording. She's going to email it to you if you signed up for this session. And for next month, remember, I am going to the Social Media Examiner Conference where all of the gurus of everything, of TikTok, of YouTube, are going to talk about the latest and greatest. It's a 4-day conference. So I'm going to have so much great information. I'm going to take so many notes. And then I'm going to do a Q&A for you. So that's what we'll do in April, a Q&A of what are the latest trends, because the algorithm just changed for Instagram. And we want to know, do we still work with micro influencers? We want to know, what do we do about TikTok? We want to know, now that Google is in with the government, does that mean they're still a monopoly? Does that mean YouTube is still good? Like, I just need to know these things so I can tell you. These are my questions. They may not be your questions, but they're my questions. And once I get them, okay, so I gave you the slide deck. I gave you this. Okay, let's talk about how to schedule one-on-one. Annie's going to put it into the chat. We really covered a lot. Aren't you proud of us? I'm impressed with us. I didn't think we can get through it, but we did. Okay, so if you want to schedule a one-on-one with me, you can email Annie just to verify that you're a client of the SBDC. Sometimes you look at that picture. Oh my God, I lost 22 pounds, so I look different than that picture. I look all bloated. Anyway, schedule one-on-one with me. And what can I help you with in one-on-one? I can help you with VEED. I can help you with Canva. I can help you with digital marketing strategy. I can help you with a content calendar. I can help you to go from likes to sales. I can help you with video editing. I can help you with your public speaking. I do that as well. Time management. Yeah, those are the things I can do to serve you. So I hope you really enjoyed this VEED as much as I did. I am going to take questions for the remaining 9 minutes. Let me go to the chat. Yes, you are getting a copy of the webinar. You're getting a recording of the webinar. I put the slides in the chat. Next
Yeah,
question.
just to add, yeah, like Deborah put on the presentation, email me at sbdc@pasadena.edu. So that is the correct email. I'm not able to, I guess, send a chat to everyone. So I wanted to kind of just speak on here. But yes, just to reiterate, you are going to be getting a copy of this webinar. I've taken attendance, so everyone that's attended today, we'll get a copy of the recording. You'll have the slides and the cheat sheet, and I'll send it all to you through a follow-up email, along with the email to contact me as well. Again, so if you didn't get it here, you're going to get a follow-up later.
Thank you, Annie. Do you like the idea about doing the Q&A from the digital marketing conference that I'm going to with the trends? Is that approved?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think that's very fascinating. And I think it's always helpful just to kind of touch base and say, are my plans for my marketing, my social media strategies, on target? Am I, spending my efforts in the right place?
Yeah.
So I think it's good to know what the upcoming trends are. I think it's going to change. And I think sometimes, a lot of us who don't stay on top of all the trends, we jump on the bandwagon late and then right,
Right.
use up all our energy learning something that might not even be popular anymore. Maybe people aren't using this.
Right. And
Oh,
this is why I go to these conferences every year because I remember I was learning IGTV and then the next minute they're like, oh, we're getting rid of it. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not learning IGTV.
exactly, exactly.
Or Periscope is the new thing, right? And then it's like, okay, Periscope is not the new Vine, it's gone. Okay. So yes, ask a verbal question, Lily. Well, I don't know if you can. You may not. I think you're muted. No, it's a webinar, so we can't unmute you, but you can type it in the chat. Okay, cool. Well, it was just so wonderful to be with all of you. Lily, you can type it in the chat if you want to. Thanks so much.
And yeah, Teresa, just email me today. I think I caught your attendance, but I added you in. But email me just in case.
It's so funny. It's almost exactly whatever number registers, we get 50%. Like usually it's that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Sometimes we'll get more, but yeah, this was a very particular topic. So we'll be announcing, make sure you pay attention to the emails that Pasadena sends out so that you're updated when the new webinars come out and just resources for you. We have lots of classes going on all the time, amazing consultants on all different topics, and we love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was amazing. I feel like I'm gonna have to rewatch this myself. It was a lot of information.
And also, you want to really play with it. So,
Exactly. Yeah, you have to play with it. This is the first time we've done this particular webinar. So yeah, it's brand new, a lot of different information, and such a game changer, really.
The way Vino's do. If Vino can do editing, so can you.
I know he looks so smart and handsome in this
Yeah,
photo.
it looks like my good Divino.
Mm,
So what I invite you to do is, download the free version, test it out, see if you like it, compare it with Canva, compare it with CapCut. It definitely has a lot more features than Canva. Canva's great for templates. And Canva does do some of the same things as this, but V does a lot more. If you're interested in long form video and how to live stream, let me know. I can also teach you how to do that. I do that every week for my own business, just for my Facebook. So thank you so much for being here. I know you have many choices of video editing workshops. Maybe you don't, but we want to thank the Pasadena Small Business Development Center for always providing these amazing workshops at no cost. Your tax dollars prepaid. All right. So, oh, Lily has something. We are a nonprofit organization. We'll be having a resource event in the wildfire victims in Burbank in April. Can we have SBDC be a vendor? Maybe email Annie about that, about a collab. See if they want to collab at the resource event. Maybe they do. Yeah. So definitely email Annie on that. Yeah. Thank you for doing that. We need to help our Pasadena, Altadena community as much as possible. Okay, thanks so much. And I look forward to seeing you for our one-on-one session or in the next webinar. Ciao for now. Bye. See you, Lily. Bye, Marika. Welcome everybody that was new. Anzella, Lily. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Bye, Melanie. Bye, Teresa. Bye, Marilyn. Bye, Marjorie. So glad we can have you all here. Bye, Leah. Hopefully you got all the information. Make sure you get the docs. Mike, so great to have you here. Bijan, Sari. Okay, ciao for now.